Well, guys, Happy New Year. Here's the 2024. Ooh, smooth as fuck. Hey guys, Badger Knight here. Welcome to the 2024 channel update. I figured I owe you guys something. Tell you guys just what's going on with the channel in current year, the new year, as to what we're going to be doing here in the future on the channel. Because, well, I've just decided to take the last 2 weeks of December off from the 15th to the end of the month to the new year because my family was in town and I haven't seen them in years, so I wanted to hang out with them. I graduated college with a Bachelor of Arts in English Writing and Rhetoric. I am basically a professional writer as far as that goes. And thirdly, update on the Akechi video. The Akechi video is still going along very smoothly. It's just, you know, the last 2 weeks or so I decided to take the day off. But now the work resumes. Next week is going to be my birthday. I'm going to try and stream something every once in a while here from now on in, because now I don't have to worry about school. I only have to worry about my part-time delivery job that I'm still working here. As far as getting a full-time job with my degree, that's probably not going to be able to happen until like April. There's also something else that's kind of preventing me from sitting here and then making videos. Some of you who have followed me for a long time might have saw my community post from like a year or so ago, right after I posted my Ashley Dichotomy of a Character video. I was on something called Phentermine to try and lose some weight for my cousin's wedding. We went up to Buffalo, New York, went to Niagara Falls there, had a nice little ceremony, but that experience or taking that drug is something I will never ever do again. That was absolutely horrific. I was strung out, wired all the time. And how I think it works is that it kind of puts your body in like a permanent fight or flight mode. So, which means constant stress. I was not able to sleep. I was very irritable. I was a very angry, sort of edgy person that whole trip. But I did lose like 15 pounds, which not worth it at all. But some of you may have heard Wegovy, Ozempic. I am now on that kind of stuff. But if I were to pick between being strung out and sort of pissed all the time versus being constantly nauseous, throwing up, having constant, well, let's just say it outright, constant diarrhea, it's not really worth it. But now I'm just taking my last dose today. The first and second weeks were absolutely atrocious. I was just like, anything that I usually eat, I would just throw up like 8 hours afterwards. It sort of fucks with your diet, makes food less pleasurable for you to eat, to my understanding. Any GP1 drug sort of does that, and it's all injectable, so every week I have to inject myself with, 50 milliliters of the stuff? It's about that big in the syringe, and goes right here into my gut. But yeah, as a result of me constantly throwing up and feeling like shit all the time, it completely ruined my voice. So there was one point where I would have to talk like this, because otherwise I would sound like I've smoked 20 packs. Like, I would just get violently sick, violently nauseous all the time, and I just couldn't sit here and watch any footage or just record without sounding like absolute garbage. During this whole thing where I was just constantly like puking my guts out and, well, doing other things that require long stints in the bathroom by myself at 4 a.m., I was puking and, you know, doing all this other stuff. And I puked, and I managed to throw up my back. I am almost 25, and if this what being a middle-aged 25-year-old feels like, I'm not too excited about this at all. I'm 2 weeks away from being 25 years old, bro. What the fuck? And he throws out his back while puking because of the stupid drug. But yeah, that's also the reason why he really couldn't like sit down in a chair. I got a massage, actually, to get it all sort of sorted out. It did work. Kind of, but if I were to lift up my shirt right now, my back, my whole spinal column is like purple from all the bruising I received. The masseuse went way too hard on the paint on me, but I do feel kind of loose. The little knot in my back is gone. I'm able to sit down properly, so that's good. I'm able to actually sit here and record my audio, my voice, and without, you know, feeling like total garbage. So that's good. I think I've built up a tolerance to it. I have my follow-up appointment on the 10th, which, as I'm recording this today, is what's about nearly 5 o'clock on January 6th, and we should be fine from there. So I feel acclimated to whatever we're going to do. I don't know if I want to up the dosage or not, but The results speak for themselves. I went from being just over 260 pounds, I think it was like 263 pounds, to about 245. And I've gotten compliments from some of my family members who I haven't seen in a while, and compliments from some of my best friends. Are like, wow, Badger, did you lose weight? And I'm like, yeah, I did. Took a lot, but I lost like over 20 pounds. That's good. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I feel fine as of right now. I feel pretty good. I don't feel particularly queasy or nauseous. And now I think I'm in the right mindset. Now college is done. My work schedule isn't probably going to change very time soon for my other job outside of YouTube. All my other side projects, they're done and over with. And now I could focus on finalizing the season of Dichotomy of a Character and maybe bringing in some smaller video essays here and there as well. I want to do a review of Jedi Fallen Order again, just to re-review. And then I also kind of want to package Jedi Survivor in there as well. And then there's a whole smorgasbord of characters who I'm going to list at the start of the Akechi video that I may or may not want to do at the start of hypothetical season 3 of Dichotomy of a Character. If that ever becomes a thing. And as I said earlier, as far as me getting a full-time job with my bachelor's degree, that's probably not going to be able to happen to at least like April this year. So I have a solid, a little over 3 months just to sort of pound this video out and be done with it. And I think I have what I want to say about Akechi just sort of all lined out here. It's actually not really that complicated of a video to make, I think, as opposed to like, say, on Makoto, maybe Ryuji, definitely not Kasumi. Akechi's video, I think, is just going to be the opening part. For those of you who already are subscribed to my Patreon, the opening part is just over an hour long, and it's just me talking about the culture of the Persona fanbase that sort of surrounds Akechi, and how there's these two extremes that we sort of have to deal with the character, and I'm going to have to be fighting against every single time I go ahead and try and talk about him within the video. But after that, we're going to do the sociological context of why Akechi sees himself as unworthy scum, essentially. His mother, his relationship with Shido, and his relationship with his mother. That whole thing, some sociological context behind that. And then we're just going to go jump right into his social link. And then maybe we'll compare it to Vanilla Persona 5 as well. I think that'll probably be the best way to do it. But for now, we're just going to get started immediately after I post this video. So, alright guys, that's all I really wanted to say here. Just give a quick New Year's update. Everything is still going to plan. Everything is still on track. It was just delayed because of various extraneous circumstances that were inevitably going to happen around the holidays. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Alright, whenever I decide to upload the next couple parts of the Akechi video to my Patreon. Also, check out my Patreon if you want to stay posted on that. Patreon.com/xbadgerknightx. And I'll see you guys around. Bye.